In the beautiful city of Lagos, with the busy streets and towering skyscrapers, there lived a successful business mogul named Chief Daniel Jacobs and wife named Mrs. Loretta Jacobs, alongside their beautiful daughter Tessa Jacobs, who is the only child of the Jacobs dynasty. Both couple have successfully built an empire spanning across various businesses like the real estate business, the telecommunication business, and the manufacturing company. The Jacobs dynasty is known for its wealth, power, influence, and philanthropy. Chief Daniel Jacobs is a typical example of behind every successful man, there is a woman by his side. He is a well-known businessman who have successfully built his company from scratch, striving against all odds, alongside with his wife by his side. Tessa Jacobs, being the only child of the Jacobs dynasty, studied business management in one of the prestigious universities and graduated with flying colors, and have also acquired her master's and doctorate degree in business management, making her parents so proud of her achievements at such a young age. On the other hand, she has been groomed over the years from childhood to take over her family businesses and have worked closely with her parents to understand the business mode of operation. Tessa, being the pride of her family, have always made her parents proud through her hard work, dedication, and determination. She has proven to be worthy to manage the businesses of her parents effectively and efficiently. Chief Daniel, seated in his lounge with a bottle of champagne while discussing, said to his friend Isaac, "Honestly, I can't believe how Tessa is able to manage all my businesses so well. I can comfortably boast of being a proud father of a beauty with brains. She has proven herself worthy of running the family businesses." Mr. Isaac nodded affirmatively. "Chief, you're right. Remember the last time she anchored a meeting with the board members? Everyone applauded her for the intelligent resolutions she was able to come up with. Chief, what do you expect? You know she learned from the best brains in business. You have successfully built your company from nothing to what it is today, overcoming all odds and thriving in the business world. Tessa also have proven herself worthy of managing your businesses. That reminds me," Chief said while walking Isaac to his car. "I and my wife will be going on a short vacation. I'm confident that Tessa can manage the businesses, but I want you to guide her, especially in decision making." Isaac replied, "Chief, you can count on me on that." Isaac is the most trusted, loyal, and reliable friend of Chief Daniel, and has been working closely with Chief Daniels for years before he went into partnership to do business with him. Early hours of the morning, while Chief Daniel and wife were having breakfast, Tessa walked down the stairs and pecked her mom and dad. "Good morning, Mom. Good morning, Dad. Have a safe flight. I'm late for a meeting. We'll call you as soon as I get to the office." Loretta replied, "Take care, darling," and she left hurriedly. Mrs. Loretta instructing the domestic staff, "Get the drivers ready. We have a flight to catch in an hour." The staff responded, "Okay, ma." While carrying the luggage to the car, Chief Daniel and wife majestically stepped into the car and they zoomed off to the airport. Tessa, already in the office signing off the documents her secretary brought, decided to call her parents to know their whereabouts. "Hello, Mom. Hope you and Dad are already at the airport." Loretta replied, "Yes, my darling. Your dad sends his regard. We trust you to manage the affairs of the company." Tessa replied, "Don't worry, Mom. Everything is under control. Do take care of yourself and have a safe flight. My regards to Dad as well," while she hung up. Tessa continued with her work, signing up the remaining documents and handing it over to the secretary. After the day's work, Tessa got home. Relaxing in her sitting room, her attention was drawn to the news. Earlier today, a plane crash was reported and authorities have confirmed that Chief Daniel Jacobs and Miss Loretta Jacobs are among the victims confirmed dead. Our thoughts and prayers goes out to the family and friends. Tessa's life took a tragic turn when she heard of the demise of her parents on the news. She was devastated, confused, and lost control of her emotions. She cried uncontrollably. The news of the crash shook the nation. The Jacobs were loved by many for their contribution to the society, and their sudden demise left a void in the heart of those who loved them. For Tessa, the loss was devastating. Overnight, she became an orphan and the heiress of the Jacobs fortune, a responsibility that weighs heavily on her young shoulders. Amidst the grief, Tessa resolved to honor her parents' legacy by continuing their work and upholding the family reputation. Chief Daniel Jacobs and wife, lying in state, surrounded with family and friends, with dignitaries, all dressed in black, to pay their last respect to a great achiever and icon. Tessa, drowning in tears, was consoled by her close friend Cindy as they lay her parents to rest. After the funeral rites were completed and everyone dispersed to their various destinations, it dawned on Tessa that she has a legacy to continue and build strongly on in order to make her parents proud even in death. Days turned into weeks and weeks into months. Despite her wealth and influence, Tessa yearned for what money could not buy, which is genuine love. She has seen how people were drawn to her parents for their status and wealth, coupled with the heartbreak she has experienced over the years. She feared that she would never find someone who truly loved her for who she is and not what she has. Determined to find genuine love, Tessa devised a plan to live in disguise, adopting the name alias Lizzie Bello. Tessa transformed her appearance and lifestyle. She traded her designer clothes for a simple attire, moved out of her luxurious mansion, and rented a modest apartment in a different part of town. With the help of her trusted friend, Cindy, she secured a job as a receptionist at a small local firm. It was worlds away from the glitz and glamour of her former life, but Tessa was committed to her quest of finding true love. And all the businesses were being managed by Mr. Isaac, the most loyal friend of Chief Daniel Jacobs. First day at work, Lizzie arrived at her new place of work early enough, was welcomed by the secretary, who walked her into the conference room where all staffs of the company were gathered for a meeting. Introduced her to the rest of her colleagues. "Hello everyone, this is our new staff Lizzie Bello. She will be working with us as a receptionist in this firm." Lizzie received a warm welcome from each staff. Lizzie, being a hardworking and ambitious young lady, had no troubles settling in her new position as a receptionist. During the midday working hour, a young handsome man who works in the same firm as Lizzie walked up to her. Hello Lizzie, how are you doing? Hope you are not finding any difficulties settling in. Lizzie smiled and replied, Not at all, John. Was about leaving for lunch. Oh, that's nice. Shall we? I'm famished as well. And both of them went for lunch together, as though they have known each other for ages. John was a hard-working and humble young man who had modest dreams of starting his own business. John was charming, intelligent, and had a good heart. He treated everyone with respect and kindness, regardless of their status. Lizzie found herself drawn to him. As they worked together, a friendship blossomed between them. John often spoke about his dreams and struggles, sharing his visions of a better future. Lizzie admired his determination and willpower to survive. For the first time in a long while, she felt seen and appreciated for her true self, not for her wealth or status. John, unaware of Lizzie's true identity, saw her as a kind, hardworking woman with whom he could share his hopes and dreams with. One evening, after a particular long day at work, John invited Lizzie to a small local eatery. As they sat down to eat, John opened up about his past. He had grown up in a modest household, and his parents had worked tirelessly to provide for him and his siblings. Their sacrifices have instilled in him a strong work ethic and a desire to succeed. Listening to John's story, Lizzie felt a deep connection with him. She shared bits of her own past, careful not to reveal too much. She spoke of her parents' values, their commitment to helping others, and the importance of integrity. John listened intently, appreciating her perspective and the wisdom she had to offer. As months passed, Lizzie and John grew closer. They spent weekends exploring the city, attending local festivals, and volunteering at community centers. Lizzie was amazed by how much joy she found in the simple pleasures of life. She cherished the moments they shared, feeling a sense of normalcy and she had never experienced before. Despite her happiness, Lizzie knew that her secrets could not remain hidden forever. She had fallen deeply in love with John and wanted to share her true self with him. She feared his reaction, but knew that honesty was the foundation of any meaningful relationship. One fateful evening, Lizzie decided it was time to reveal her true identity. She invited John to her apartment and nervously prepared herself for the conversation. As John arrived, he could sense her unease. "Lizzie, is everything all right?" he asked, concern etched on his face. Lizzie took a deep breath and began to speak. "John, there's something I need you to know. My name is not Lizzie Bello. My real name is Tessa Jacobs." John looked puzzled, trying to process the information. "Jacobs? As in the Jacobs family?" Tessa nodded, tears welling up in her eyes. "Yes, the Jacobs family. My parents were Chief Daniel and Chief Mrs. Loretta Jacobs. They died in a plane crash, and I inherited their wealth and businesses. I have been living in disguise to find someone who would love me for who I am, not for my money." John was silent for a moment, absorbing the revelations. A mix of emotions crossed his face: surprise, confusion, and finally understanding. he reached out and took Lizzie's hand. "Lizzie, I appreciate your honesty. I can't imagine how difficult it must have been for you to live this way. But please, know that my feelings for you are genuine. I care about you, not your wealth or status." Tessa felt a wave of relief wash over her. John's words were like a balm to her soul. She knew that their relationship would face challenges, but with John by her side, she felt ready to face them. As they embraced, Tessa knew she had found what she had been searching for: true love. Together, they navigated the complexities of her dual life, balancing her responsibilities as the head of the Jacobs empire with their shared dreams and aspirations. In time, Tessa and John's love became an inspiration to others. They demonstrated that true love transcends wealth and status, and that honesty and integrity are the foundations of a lasting relationship. Tessa continued to honor her parents' legacy, using her wealth and influence to support charitable causes and empower others. With John by her side, Tessa found fulfillment and happiness. She had discovered that the greatest wealth of all was not material riches, but the love and companionship of someone who saw her for who she truly was. Their journey was a proof to the power of love, resilience, and the courage to be true to oneself. What are your thoughts on this story? Please share with me on the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel at African Tales by Abby. Like and turn on your notification bell to get notified on my next post. Stay tuned for more interesting and mind-blowing stories coming your way. Thank you. I remain your favorite storyteller, African Tales by Abby. Bye.